health policy makers for planning. Because when Karen briefed me, so one of them did geotagging of patients with, with dreaded diseases and infectious diseases. I said, like sharks? I mean, did you just, what is exactly? Please don't tell me you actually tag them like sharks.
Geotagging is actually a procedure wherein you record the longitudinal and latitudinal points or coordinates of, in the case what we did in the Ensure project, was structures or homes where people who visited health facilities reside. Yes, so in this process, we trained community health workers and volunteers in our study sites. We have 3 study sites on how to collect information regarding important information regarding their illness when they consult, and also the contaminants. Included in that a package of information is we train them on how to use Android tablets to locate their houses. So in this tablet, we downloaded maps. There were 3 maps we get access to for our study. We used maps from Amanda and also from the Google Maps. And then we trained the health workers, volunteer health workers, on how to get locations of people who come to the health facilities of their residents. So we showed them the tablet, and they're able to point out where they reside. And then to confirm their location, we use Garmin devices to confirm the coordinates. Now, the geotagging is, we call it now geotagging, but this is something which has been used by the facilities actually for decades. If you who visited rural health facilities, when you enter the clinic, the rural clinic, you will see a map on the wall, and they just use manila paper or cartolina, and they actually have a location of the homes of people who reside in this area. So geotagging is the highly technical term, but for the rural health community, it's called spot mapping.
Okay, so this is important to policymakers. How?
Yes, this is very important for vector-borne diseases, and especially in the Philippines, where the picture of malaria is rapidly changing. And not just for malaria, but other vector-borne diseases which are so affected by land use change. We have to not just monitor diseases, but also land use change, movements of population. So this, the information we were getting from the geotagging is, it gives us a spatial picture on who are exposed and who are infected with a disease. I'd also like to add, aside from getting geospatial information, with the platform that we're using, we use GeoODK. So we were able to use this also for barcoding, laboratory results.
Okay. not okay. So you barcode the laboratory results, which actually means that you're getting the results of that particular person.
Yes, and this is very interesting because with this added, this is the enhanced surveillance that we did a sort of for concept study. So it actually gave us information which you do not get from routinely collected data at health facilities. And this is very important for diseases that affect communities that do not have any formal addresses.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so these are, as we showed, these are the remote communities, and these can also be used in areas where there are no internet connections. And so this spatial information can the use of this spatial information can be expanded for other diseases as well. And to get that moving forward, it's important to look at this in operational and implementation context.
Okay. That sounds really, really important then, because one of the problems of the Philippine health system is that we really lack data, which makes it very difficult and dysfunctional even to try and do evidence-based medicine. So what do you think is the future of geotagging, and what can we do to make this, to help make our policymakers make better health decisions?
Let's start first with the surveillance and the data. It's important for health policymakers to understand the whole process of surveillance. You diagnose, you collect the data, you analyze, you report, and you respond. We have very good health policies regarding this. It's very well written, but the implementation and training of all stakeholders involved is lacking. And it's also important to know for diseases like malaria or vector-borne diseases, it's the frontline health workers that actually, it's in that level where the whole surveillance system starts. So this is sometimes taken for granted.
Yes.
And these workers, the frontline workers, they don't just collect data, especially in the Philippines. Our primary health facilities don't just collect data, they multitask. And what's important is when policies for surveillance is created, it should take into consideration the environment and the cycle for surveillance as well, and also support, health systems support. This is where we are lacking. And especially we're observing now, our surveillance, another factor that should be put in is the response. So it's not just sort of preparedness, so we use the data for preparedness as well.
Oh, wow. So, any questions about not tagging people like sharks, but actually the equivalent of very systematically Facebook stalking them? No, I mean actually finding out where they live and how far, locating where there's a malaria outbreak. Any questions for Dr. Espino? Please approach the mic for questions. Comments and violent reactions can be reserved towards the break, but questions, I'm happy to hear now. For none? Are we having the sound of silence? You can of course acknowledge the team. Please do.
Yes, much of the work was done by the team. Can you please stand up? In table number 7.
Yay!
So there's Paolo, Ralph, Yuna, Kenzie, Elaine, Christian, and there's Jenny. And I'd also like to call Julia. Stand up.
Yay!
Our partner for organization.
Thank you very much. Well, if there is a question? Yes, sir.
What do you think about the trading balance between, you're getting very sensitive data, for example, you're getting, addresses, locations of where the areas are the patients essentially, and my question is, how do you balance this data privacy versus public benefit of having a spatially enabled or spatially informed public health policy? According to this.
Thank you.
It's a very good question, and it's a timely question. We did this under a research. So we got informed consent, written informed consent from the persons who collected the data. But however, as the informed consent is actually limited for the research. But when this is being implemented, that's when issues come in. In fact, for our ITM, we are now holding courses for research, for implementation, and included there is ethical issues when you do these types of research. So yeah, that is an area that we explore.
Okay, so I'm going to thank Dr. Espino, and you can ask more questions during the break, right after me, after I plug the Big Data Science program at AIM. So I think we'll move